Hey guys, welcome back. Aaron with Tier 1 Concealed. We got Sawyer, man in the wheel. Yep. And we got Miles Mortensen in the back seat. Today we are headed out to the range. We wanted to make a quick video showing you guys a little bit about holster ride height and how with our new easy adjust clip and claw system that can benefit you by being able to quickly and easily adjust your holster ride height. But first, we have to make it to the shooting spot in the mountains. This is one of our favorite locations, but it takes a little bit to get there.
You need some good four-wheel drives, not like this piece of junk Ford behind us. This thing would make it. We made it. It's a little windy, but we're gonna make it work. So when you guys get your holsters from us, this is for a Glock 17 Axis Elite. This is how it will come set up. This will be the ride height where the claw will be. This is kind of, we put it in like a neutral setting where we feel it's best for like probably 99% of people that shoot. But when you get your holster, you can adjust it to your liking. But we've spent countless hours and countless rounds figuring out that this setup is best for concealment and getting a fast purchase.
Yeah, so what we'll start out with, we'll go to about 7 yards and we will time each other running from the holster, from concealment, one shot on target, and just get some baseline times for each of us at the normal standard setting that your holsters will come in. And then we'll mess around with the ride height and see how that affects our speed.
Mm-hmm. And we're also going to see how it affects the concealment too. Like, you know, if we drop it deeper in the pants, it's going to conceal really well, but you're probably going to struggle to get a good purchase. Yep. And vice versa.
Yep. So let's go test it out.
So I'm going to do 3 quick shots to establish my baseline, and we'll do the same with Aaron. But right now you can see this conceals really well on me. This is where we send it out. And this is what I've been practicing a lot with, and I really like our standard ride height.
That was a 0.95, 0.94, 98, 0.98,
108, 98, 96. All right, so we got some pretty consistent baselines. That's with our standard ride height. So now we're gonna go back and drop it down as far as the hardware will allow us.
Yep. So real quick, I just wanted to show. So what I'm carrying is a Glock 34X300 holster, and this is a Glock 17 with a comp, but it has a mag well on it. So it's a big setup. So we're going to slide the clip to the furthest position up on the holster, and that will let your holster ride deeper in your pants. And then once you get to that setting, you can just tighten up the screws and you're good to go. And it should work pretty well for concealment, but we'll see how the firearm accessibility is when it's that deep. Okay, so we have both of our holsters set to the lowest ride height position, meaning the claws and the claw and the clips are set to their highest position. So we'll see how that looks in the belt. First thing I'm noticing though is I moved the concealment claw all the way up, and that is definitely going to affect my purchase because I have fairly large hands and fingers, and that decreased the gap in between the claw itself and the firearm grip. So we'll see how that does.
Yeah, same for me. I can already tell my purchase is going to be affected by the concealment claw. Yeah, that's going to impede the purchase extremely. Super bad.
Yeah, so the deeper it sits, the closer the grip of the gun is to your belt line, the harder it will be for you to get that good solid master grip when you go to draw. So we'll see how that affects our times.
All right, we're gonna go test it out now.
Stand by. That was a 150.
That was a miss.
That was a 116, but a miss.
miss, it's all, not only is it affecting the speed, it's affecting my ability to get a good master grip and make a clean shot. So I threw that shot because it affected the purchase even more.
Yep.
Not just the speed. Stand by. That was a 125. 114. And a 138.
Okay, that last one was a horrible purchase. Every one of those draws, I felt my knuckles hitting the claw going for that purchase, which is less than ideal, but
yeah, so what we're seeing is basically a half to a quarter second slower, and on top of that, a worse purchase, so we're not being able to make a clean shot or a clean trigger press.
yeah. Okay, so now we're going to adjust the clips, move them all the way down so the holster sits higher.
And it does feel a little bit more comfortable actually because there's less holster in the pants, and I mean the purchase feels amazing. I can just slam my fingers all the way down there, but you can see it's starting to print a little bit coming up higher on my belly.
Yeah, you can see there's a ton of room in between your grip and the concealment claw, so you can should be able to get a good grip pretty easily. But yeah, like Sawyer said, it's sitting real high up there.
Yeah.
Sitting way above the belt line. But for some people, that might be optimal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, body types are different. This might conceal better for you than if it was lower in the pants. So experiment with your gear and train with it.
Yep.
Just
the best things that you can do is dry fire. Figure out, get a bunch of reps through it, go to the range, see how it performs under live fire, and figure out what works best for you. Okay, we're going from the highest setting for ride height. You load it up, you ready to go?
Yep.
.88, 0.94, 0.92. Okay, so overall, all those 3 times were faster with the higher ride height.
Yeah, I feel a lot more confident I feel like I can go a lot faster because I'm not worried about jamming my fingers into the claw or into my belt. Ready?
Yep.
Stand by. 107.
Noticing I have to get my shirt up a little bit higher.
Yeah. 102. 1 flat. All right, so I feel like I kind of knew this is how it would be, but I got a good consistent time with our regular ride height that we ship all our holsters out at. I'm really comfortable with that. So is Aaron, so I was 9.5, 9.4, 9.8, super close together. And then when we dropped it way down, it slowed down significantly. My first draw was a 1.5. You'll see in the video that it was a bad purchase and I kind of had to adjust my grip. And then 1.16, which is still pretty quick, but I still had a bad purchase, so I threw my shot. And then when we went high, I felt I could just go really fast because a super good purchase is really easy to get. So I got an 8.8, a 9.4, and a 9.2 consistently with good hits. So I was getting a good consistent purchase really fast.
Yep. So that's kind of the reason we designed this new clip and claw system, so that it can be super easy for you to adjust if you need to. How you'll get your holster is kind of that neutral setting like we said before, and that will work for most people, and you'll most likely get the best results as far as a combination of concealment and accessibility on your draw with speed. But if you need to, you can move that up or down if you need more concealment or if you need a better purchase. You'll just have to see what works for you.
And one thing that we showed the extreme, so we went as high as it could go and as low as it could go. There's a lot more fine adjustments. You saw when we adjusted the hardware, it like clicks into place. So you don't have to go all the way higher, all the way low, or in the middle. You can tune it to exactly how you want it.
Yep.
This is just a little experiment that we wanted to do to kind of show how our new hardware works and why we send our holsters out like we do. But if you guys have any other questions, like any more kind of product highlights or how our stuff works or any other video ideas, let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We love doing videos like this. It's good we learn a lot when we do stuff like this about us and ourselves and our shooting and how good of friends we are.
Let us know, like you said in the comments, what you want to see next, and we will catch you next time.